Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Midnight back again, bringing you another video for you guys to enjoy. And oh, it's some bullshit going on right now. There's definitely some bullshit that's going on in the Xbox space. And I just got to say right now, it's over. It's over. It's over. Xbox, you're done. As far as a console brand, as far as any hope of competing, as far as people caring about your black box, it's over. You've killed it. Congrats. Congratulations, you've killed it. Because the decisions that you guys have made ever since the ABK Activision acquisition have just been absolutely horrible. Everything was really good in 2021. I was real bullish on Xbox. I was really excited. I've been a big Xbox fan all this time. Going back to the 360 days, 360 was the best console. I was a huge diehard, really loved that console, and I was a big fan. Xbox One, obviously they dropped the ball a bit, but I was still a fan and I was still on board. Xbox Series came out. I was really bullish on that. I'm like, here's the comeback. They got studios. You know, they bought Bethesda right before the launch, and I'm like, this is it. The comeback. Don't call it a comeback. You know, it's going down. 2021 was an amazing year for Xbox, especially by the end of the year. They're dropping Forza Horizon 5, which was amazing. They're dropping Halo Infinite, which was really good at launch. You know, they're dropping smaller titles like Psychonauts 2 and Flight Sim, all of these games, right? Game Pass was popping. Game Pass was real good. They were having bangers in there left and right. Everybody was loving Game Pass. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is the best deal in gaming." It was there were memes going out there, like good memes about how great it was. You know what I mean? And everything was great. But then it fell apart. 2022, no games at all. The entire year, like 0 games. It was pathetic. 2023 comes out. The first big game, Redfall from Arcane Austin. It's complete shit. The game was terrible. It was rushed, and it was just not a good game. So that was horrible. And just things have gone downhill. They've made terrible decision after terrible decision. The first really, really devastating decision was earlier this year when they decided that they were going to basically start going multi-platform more and put more of their exclusive games on other platforms. They came out, if you remember, they said they were going to put those 4 games. Just 4 games, they say. Nobody believes that, but that's what they say. So they put Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded over on PlayStation, some on Switch, etc. That was the first really horrible decision, the first nail in the coffin, if you will, or, well, really like the 6th nail in the coffin, if we're being honest. But they did that, and it just kills your brand, because if you don't have exclusives, there's no reason to own your console. You know what I mean? The existing Xbox people that already have a console, you know, they'll probably be okay. They'll probably stick around. They'll still buy your games or play them on Game Pass. But why would a new person really strongly consider getting an Xbox if you don't have exclusives? If your games are going to come to PlayStation, why wouldn't you just get a PlayStation? Just get a PlayStation, play your Spider-Man, play your God of War, play your Ghost of Tsushima, best game of all time. Shout out to Jin Sakai. But and then just wait a little bit and the Xbox games will come over too. It's a win. So when you make that decision to basically cut off your own legs and just put your exclusives on other platforms, you've already given up and you've already lost confidence. But then they were like, hold my beer. We're not done. We're also going to shutter studios, including Tango Gameworks, the studio that made Hi-Fi Rush and Ghostwire Tokyo, 2 amazing games. Ghostwire Tokyo, I beat it. Great game. It didn't set the world on fire. You know, it wasn't like a 95 Metacritic or anything crazy. But it was a solid, 8.5 out of 10 in my personal opinion. Beautiful graphics, cool Tokyo setting, very fun combat, pulling out the strings and stuff. That was cool. That was a great game. And then Hi-Fi Rush, as you all know, Hi-Fi Rush was amazing. It won a BAFTA award, I'm sure. It was nominated at the Game Awards for a bunch of stuff. It won some awards. It was like a 89, 90 Metacritic, Open Critic. A darling. People really liked this game. And it was a real breath of fresh air for Xbox. And what did they do? They shut the studio. So if you don't know, I'm going to go ahead and read this email to you right now. This is courtesy of IGN. This was an internal email from Matt Booty, which is the president of, first party studios at Xbox. And he sent this email out to internal employees at Microsoft. So I'm going to go ahead and read this and put it on the screen and everything. And this is what's going on here. He says, "Today I'm sharing changes we are making to our Bethesda and ZeniMax teams. These changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds, which you have nurtured over many decades. To double down on these franchises and invest in build new ones requires us to look across the business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. This reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to others, and some of our colleagues will be leaving us. Here are the changes going into effect. Arcane Austin. The studio will close, with some members of the team joining other studios to work on projects across Bethesda. Arcane Austin has a history of making impactful and innovative games, and it's a pedigree that everyone should be proud of. Redfall's previous update will be its last, as we end all development on the game. The game and its servers will remain online for players to enjoy, and we will provide make-good offers to players who purchase the Hero DLC. Alpha Dog Studios. This studio will also close. We appreciate the team's creativity in bringing Doom to new players. Mighty Doom will sunset on August 7th and will be turning off the ability for players to make any purchases in the game. Tango Gameworks. This is the big one. Tango Gameworks will also close. We are thankful for their contributions to Bethesda and players around the world. Hi-Fi Rush will continue to be available to players on the platforms it is today. I noticed that one gets like the shortest paragraph, even though it's the biggest closure. Roundhouse Games. The team at Roundhouse Games will be joining ZeniMax Online Studios. Roundhouse has played a key role in many of our recent game launches, and bringing them into ZOS will work on the Elder Scrolls Online will mean we can do even more to grow the world that millions of players call home. With this consolidation of our Bethesda Studios team, so that we can invest more deeply in our portfolio of games and new IP, a small number of roles across select Bethesda publishing and corporate teams will also be eliminated. Those whose roles will be impacted will be notified today, and we ask that you please treat your departing colleagues with respect and compassion. Let me read that again. Those whose roles will be impacted will be notified today, and we ask that you please treat your departing colleagues with respect and compassion. I'm so sick of these corporations always saying that line. Like, motherfucker, you treat them with respect and compassion. You're the one firing them and closing the studio for no reason. What do you think, that other Microsoft people are going to throw like Rotten Tomatoes at them as they leave the office? Like, it's not going to happen. Just a stupid line to act like you care when clearly you don't care. But anyway, let's keep reading. So, we will provide our full support to those who are impacted in today's notifications and throughout the transition, including severance benefits informed by local laws. These changes are not a reflection of the creativity and skill of the talented individuals at those teams or the risk that they took to try new things. I acknowledge that these changes are also disruptive to the various support teams across ZeniMax and Bethesda that bring our games to market. We are making these tough decisions to create capacity to increase investment in other parts of our portfolio and focus on priority games. Bethesda remains one of the key pillars of Xbox, with a strong portfolio of amazing games and thriving communities. As we look to the future, there's an impressive lineup of games on the horizon. In 2024 alone, we have Starfield Shattered Space, Fallout 76 Skyline Valley, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and the Elder Scrolls Online Golden Road. As we align our plans and resources to best set ourselves up for success in this complex and changing industry, our teams across Arcane Leon, Bethesda Game Studios, id Software, Machine Games, ZeniMax Online, and the Bethesda publishing and corporate teams will be well positioned to build new IP, explore new game concepts, and expand on our existing franchises. Matt. So there you have it. Complete shit show. The leadership over at Xbox, Microsoft, whoever's making these calls, should be fired. Basically, you guys are done. You guys have killed yourself. Obviously, it's clear you guys just want to go third party. Just come out and say it. Just have some balls. Come out and be like, hey, we're going third party. Because that's basically what you're doing. If you're not going to have exclusive games, and if you're going to be shutting down studios that actually release good games like, Hi-Fi Rush and Tango Gameworks, the studio, then what's the point? Like, why would I buy your console? Why would I buy your console? There's no way. Your console's going to shrink and shrink and shrink and basically die. It'll stick around for a couple, hardcore fans out there. But for the most part, it's over. It's done. Phil Spencer, I don't know if you're the one making these calls. In the past, I was a fan of Phil Spencer. I feel like there's been a shift ever since the ABK Activision, acquisition. There's been a shift. I feel like the money guys have come in. I don't know if these calls are coming from Satya Nadella. I don't know if they're coming from the board, big Microsoft, or if Phil just somehow turned heel and, decided that it's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins. But these decisions are terrible. Trust and confidence in Xbox is at an all-time low ever since 2013, the launch of the Xbox One, the Don Matrick era. I haven't seen, this much negativity and this much dooming on the Xbox side, and rightfully so, since then. There's no point in continuing to support this brand if these are the moves that they're going to make. And then Matt Booty, he's going to come out. He should have been fired a long time ago, let's be honest. But, I always thought, maybe, he's just waiting for the pieces to align. Just give him a chance. But these decisions are terrible. You got to get rid of the leadership. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's just over. Like I said, Matt Booty, he comes out and he's like, oh, we need small games that can win awards. It's like, motherfucker, you just closed Tango. Hello? Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush is that game. That's a small game that won awards. It won like developer awards, BAFTA awards. It was nominated at the Game Awards. I think it won best soundtrack type awards. So what are you talking about, dude? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. The brand is in shambles. They're getting stomped out. They've been getting stomped out, and they've given up. They've thrown in the towel in all but actually saying it. They haven't said it, but their actions have completely said it. There's no point in having an Xbox any longer. For me personally, there's no point in buying an Xbox is what I'm saying if you're a new person and you don't already have one. Don't worry about getting one. Just get a PlayStation, get a PC Master Race. That's where it's at. You can play all the games. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Steam. You can play every Xbox game there. A lot of PlayStation games are coming to PC too, so that's a good look. But yeah, in the future, I'm just going to get games on Steam. I'm going to get games on PC. I'm going to get games on PlayStation. I'm going to pick up a Switch 2 when it comes out and get my Nintendo on. It's going to be good times. But as far as Xbox, you're done. You're done. Congratulations. You played yourself. You killed it. So I hope you guys are happy. You know what I mean? Great job, guys. It is what it is. I am still excited about the games. I'm excited about Avowed. I'm excited about Clockwork Revolution and Fable and stuff. I'm excited about the showcase somewhat still for the games, though. Not for the console, not for the brand. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Am I going crazy? Am I overreacting? Or do you agree? Let me know what you think. Leave a like on this video if you can. Like really helped me out. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day. And Xbox, it's over.